All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the building, coming to you live from the wonderful world of YouTube. The wonderful world of YouTube. All right, man, we are in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and we are one of the realest podcasts you will see on YouTube, man. We are the Sports Podcast, and this is our Tuesday night show, Sports to Talk About. We are going to go NBA heavy tonight as we talk about the 2023 NBA Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals as the podcast panel break it all down like they do. So y'all sit back and watch these guys do what they do right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the realest podcast in YouTube, the Sports Podcast. All right, man. Thank you so very much for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you are, man. We hope you guys had a great Mother's Day, celebrating and honoring all the mothers around the world, man. Around the world, man. All right. Last week, we was 5 thumbs up away from hitting our goal. It was 5 thumbs away. 5 thumbs up away. Please, man. Please help us hit a goal for 15. We hit 10. We hit 10, man. We need more than that. We need you guys to hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up, man. We are shooting again for 15. Our goal, 15 thumbs up for this show. 15 thumbs up. And I promise you, with those 15 thumbs up, these guys will bring it tonight. For your gratitude, man. I guarantee you, man. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up for us. And you first-time viewers, man, if this is your first time laying your eyes and ears on the Sports Podcast, man, also, man, hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Real the Sports and join that sports group on Facebook, man. Real the Sports Group. That's a group where your voice will be heard. So if you have a Facebook account, sign up and join the Real the Sports Group, man. That is ran by Mr. President, Young Mark, and the Vice President, Streets. All right, man, I'm going to start running my mouth here and introduce you guys to the main attractions of the show. The main attractions, my friends, my brothers, man. They are the Real the Sports Podcast panel. Duval is in the building. Duval. Just chill with it is the motto. Straight out of Saxonville, man. They are the AFC South Division champions. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Rockstar Rock from Boston.
How y'all people doing tonight? Let's go, Boston.
Let's go, baby. The Seas is in the building. Representing America's team. The very popular, the very rich Dallas Cowboys. The 5-time Super Bowl champion, the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, do not, and I repeat, do not cross the street, man. He's my new fishing partner. My new fishing partner, man. Let's go, baby. Streets is in the building.
That's right, host.
Let's go.
I gotta say something. I think the fellas owe me a little apology, host. I think I told these fellas that Denver a few months back, they lambasted me up here. I told them Denver will be in at least the conference finals. And here we go finding ourselves.
Hey, you did say that, bro.
I'm just waiting for my apology.
I might have to play the tape on that. I started off. I started off, sir. Apology, sir. He did say that, though. He did say that. Word. I'm telling you, he did say that, man. Mr. President, he is part of the Raider Nation, that black hole. The Raider Nation, 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders, ladies and gentlemen. He is Oklahoma State's alumni. The biggest Oklahoma State fan you will find. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the president. He is Lou Gehrig and Cal Ripken of the Real Sports Podcast. Mr. Faithful, Young Mark.
What's going on? I'm glad you mentioned Oklahoma State. You know, I'm repping the greatest university on God's green earth. And I want to give a very special birthday shout out to a legend in the game of football. He's a Hall of Famer. He's the all-time leading rusher in Oklahoma State history. Happy birthday, Mr. Thurman Thomas. We love you, Thurman.
I thought you was going to say Barry Sanders.
No, Barry's not the leading rusher at Oklahoma State history. It's Mr. Thurman Thomas, who would be a Super Bowl champion if it wasn't for Wall Street.
There you go.
It's going to show what I know. Because Dallas boy put a whooping on them.
Or if he could find his helmet. That's another thing, too.
Oh, yeah, that helmet. He had on the ugliest helmets. Last but not least, man, the man that represents the Steel City, the Terrible Towels. They are Blitzburg is what they call them. The 6-time Super Bowl champion, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he is the red hot Real to Sports NFL trivia champion. It is a good day to be Deuce.
Don't you love when things come together? These guys got in these comments and told me about how old LeBron James was and how he couldn't beat Steph Curry. And then he's number 6. We got 6 championships. It don't get no better. It don't get no better.
Mark, you gonna touch that, bro?
I mean, you know, him being a Steelers fan and all, it's nice to see that he knows how to pick an athlete that actually knows how to go to Oakland, California and get a win. So I'm happy for this.
Yeah.
You say you happy for Deuce?
Yeah, you know, gotta have somebody you can look up to.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Man.
You're right about that.
It seems like it's been a long time. Oh, it's been a long time since I know. It's only been a week, but it seemed like, yeah. I thought about that today. I said, man, we had the show in a minute. My other self told me, man, it's only been a week, bro. It's only been a week, but it seemed like it that long. Man, good ladies. Well, we back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are back full speed ahead, man. And again, welcome to Sports to Talk About. We are going NBA heavy tonight, but before we go NBA heavy, man, we got the overs and the unders coming from Streets himself, Sports Street News. Let's ride.
Sports Streets News is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
All right, host. I want to echo that. Host, second that. I did miss my guys Saturday, man. I missed my fellas Saturday. I missed the people out here Saturday.
I know, man. I miss all y'all, man. We miss y'all.
No doubt. I will catch y'all up quickly on the NBA finals. We are in the conference finals now. We have the number 8 seed Miami Heat in the East going up against the number 2 seed Boston Celtics. Boston just embarrassed Philadelphia, man. I mean, Philadelphia came out there stomping up, caused poor Doc Rivers' job. So we got the matchup that we had a couple years ago in the bubble. We got Miami versus Boston in the East. And in the West Conference, we got, which I predicted host, we got the Denver Nuggets, the number 1 seed Denver Nuggets in there, versus the Los Angeles Lakers. They play tonight. The over-under in this game is 222.5. I'm taking the under, host.
You said the over is 2. Wait a minute, you said the over is who?
222.5. 222.5.
2.5.
Yes.
Okay.
Under. I'm taking the under, host. I seen those Lakers put a stranglehold on those Warriors and held them to 101 points in the game. I'm looking for them to come out here and put a defensive, to hold them defensively. And I'm looking for the under tonight. I'm going with the under tonight. This is my first time in a long time taking the under. But something about it is telling me to take it.
I don't know, bro. I'm a little scared, bro.
I'm with you, Street.
Yeah.
You going tonight?
I don't think
I agree, man.
like this.
Rock, you going over?
You going over? I might go over.
They're gonna have to put up point. That's the thing about it. They was able to hold the Warriors to the points because the Warriors was taking bad shots. They shouldn't have took that many threes. They was taking, and plus Klay Thompson was missing a lot too. But they know what they're going up against with this Laker team, even though it's a different animal now. I see it over. They're gonna put up points tonight. I see both teams putting up points tonight.
I might go over. On those streets, I might go over those.
I just think that the Lakers can defend anybody now, man, and I think that goes deep into the bench too, because now Lonnie might not have to play as many minutes because there aren't as many guards on the floor. Now Rui can come in and insert himself back in the lineup, playing against Aaron Gordon, somebody like that who he can, match up against, because he couldn't hold Steph. He couldn't get in the pick and rolls and hold those guys. That's why Lonnie was able to come on the floor. So I think with Vando getting more minutes now, because there's somebody for him to hold again, I just don't see him scoring too many points. I'm with you, Street.
Yes,
Mark, you the tiebreaker.
I'm not really a gambling man, but I'm gonna go with the opposite of what Street said, because Deuce, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the few weeks ago when the playoffs started, a certain somebody was on this show talking about how the Memphis Grizzlies is gonna run that old man LeBron James out of town, and the Lakers was gonna be eliminated in like 6 or 7 games. But now he's hyping up the Lakers and their defense. Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna forget that, Wall Street. I'm going to over in that game.
Get more information, Mark. You have a choice to change your points of views. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rigid in my stance there.
So how come you still a Cowboys fan then?
It's
you can help who your family is sometimes.
That's crazy, man.
No doubt.
Ice Street, what you got for the Eastern Conference?
Man, I want to go with Miami. I really do. But they down Tyler Hero. I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it back. Even if he does, I just think Tatum and Brown, the two-headed monster, is just too much for Jimmy to overcome by himself. I look for Jimmy to put forth a gallant effort. I think it's just too much. That tandem is just too much for them to overcome. I don't think the G Leaguer is gonna get back to these guys. I'm looking for Boston to get back to those.
Boston. Yeah, we're gonna get there in a second. Yeah, we're gonna get there in a second. Well, that's still over the others, man, coming from Street himself. Do not cross him whatsoever. Do not cross him. No doubt. You got the most, Street?
Oh, you talking about the over under and the what's called 210.5 in the other one, in the other game? Yeah. I'm going with the over in that one. 210.5. I'm going with the over in the Miami.
You said 210.5?
Yeah. I'm going with the over.
I would take the under.
I don't think Miami gonna score no points. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna score no points.
I would take the under in that game.
Yeah. I'm going with the over. I'm looking.
We can get 100.
I'm looking.
Depend though, because
either Butler or either Brown, Butler, or Tatum. I'm looking for them to go back and forth that night. I'm looking for both of them to have
Live chat. What y'all think, man? Over or under?
Tatum hot right now. How does it
Yep.
sit?
I look forward to carry on. Last 2 games hot. I look forward to carry on. And I look for Butler definitely to step up to match the challenge. So they're going to go over 210.
Jimmy did post on his Instagram.
No,
Boston, I'm on the way. He said, Boston, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
210 not much, host. That's only 105, 106. That's all I need the game to be.
105, 106. I don't know, bro. I see an 89. No, that's back in the day. I'm tripping.
That's possible, bro.
I'm tripping.
See, when you put it like that, Rock, I don't know. I might have to rock with it.
I know, right?
I know.
That's all I need.
That's tough, Street. I might roll with you on that street. I'm gonna roll with you on that street.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 210. I'm gonna go. You said 210-5.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll with you. 210.
Come on, Jim. Give me 106, 105. They give it to me.
I bet. Damn, that's close. That's a little disrespectful to Boston, but okay.
James Harden again, host. He cost me. He cost me that game 7, boy.
Harden
cost me. Yeah. And not it might play the egg host 9 points. I just couldn't believe it.
210.
Yeah, the triple single, as Charles Barkley would say.
Oh man. So that's the over and unders, man, coming from the streets, man. Appreciate you, streets.
Sports Streets News is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
All right, let's get up in this live chat. Live chat is popping. Philly G. The new NBA trivia champion, Philly G.
The champion's here, but we know where he ain't. He ain't in Philadelphia.
Miss Faithful is in the building.
What up,
Miss Jones?
What's going on, Miss Jones?
Miss Jones. Sojo said, "What's the line? What's the line, Street?"
22.5.
22.5. 22.5. That's the line.
No, he's talking about the over under.
Yeah. That's it, Sojo.
Which game he asking?
He's probably talking about the game tonight.
Oh, Lakers game?
Yeah, that game come on tonight at 8:30.
Yeah, come on, 8:30, yeah. Miss Jones said Boston.
Uh-oh.
Boston.
Go.
There she go. Miss Deuce is in the building. It's always a pleasure. Miss Deuce is in the building.
Appreciate you coming through.
No doubt. Nuggets. Philly G said Nuggets, Boston. Ooh. Plot thickens. Yep, it could be in 114 and 98. So there might be on down there. So there might have a little hot hand here.
So I think it sounds like Sojo got the script.
Yeah, in fact, bro. I said, boy, I might have to wait a minute now.
And there you go. There you go.
If he got it, he need to share it. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Hey, Sojo might be a DraftKings, bro. Might be all up in here.
That's how it can go down.
Looking at the field.
It can go down just like that.
Philly G. Little Rock ain't liking that, boy. Rock like old Stone Cold, boy. He can chase that belt. Tariq Taylor's in the building. Tariq Taylor, man. If a king lose to a joker, I would no longer play card games. Yo, that is a bar. That is a bar right there, Tariq Taylor, bro. And, oh, man, you ought to copyright that one, bro.
He does know that happens in spades. Right?
I was about to say
Yo, that's fire though. If a king
I know that's
to
right.
a joker, I would no longer play card games. Yo, that's hitting right there.
Yeah, he wear my name. He wear our name proud. He wears our name proud.
Word. My Sixers need to give Sam Cassell. I said that to Q today. Sam Cassell. I don't know about Philly, but he needed.
They your Sixers right now, Philly G.
Damn. Yeah, they need the Band-Aid right now, bro.
It's 6 points. That's the spread, host.
What's the points?
It's 6 points.
6 point spread?
Yep.
I'll take that.
Lakers favorite or Denver?
They giving the Lakers 6 points. So Denver's favorite. Denver's favorite.
I'll take that. I'll take
Either
that.
win by 6 or lose by less than 6.
It won't hurt. It won't hurt as much. I'll take that. Speaking of Lakers and Nuggets and Heat and Celtics, man. Let's go there. Podcast panel. I'm gonna shut my mouth and let these guys do their thing. Boys, only 2 remaining.
Please take that brother.
You gotta
Please
take
that brother with the beard off.
I was about to say, Harden.
Please take that brother off. My Lord.
He need to be stripped from anything.
Man, Stephen A. said he need to cut his beard so nobody knows his identity.
Oh.
My God.
Damn, I might want to shave, bro.
Oh my God. I mean, just a horrible performance.
I ain't coming here with a straight baby face. Hey, James Harden, you make us look bad out here, bro.
He made himself look bad. He get paid millions.
Facts. Adidas gave him a lifetime contract. I went hard on 23 last night.
This man got bounced out to the finals and got 2K.
Yeah, he went 2K angry. He went straight 2K angry. All right, man. Let's podcast panel, man. We're gonna start off, man. We're gonna start on the Eastern Conference. The Miami Heat. This is game 1. That will be tomorrow, 8:30, man. Game 1. And that's going down in the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts, as the Miami Heat take on the Boston Celtics. I'm just going to open this thing up with Rock. Rock is a Boston Celtics fan, man. So, Miami Heat, this is a rematch. Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics, man. Give me your predictions. Talk about the matchups, pros, cons, whatever you want to talk about in this series going forth tomorrow.
Okay, so my pro, definitely, I like the way, I like the way how Jason Tatum was uber aggressive the last game. So I look for this game. We know who we're going up against. They know who they're going up against. So to me, I just look for us to come out with that same intensity that we came out with to, from game 7, push it into game 1. But as far as the overall prediction, I see us winning in 7. Game 7. I see us going game 7 with Miami. I don't see this being unless God forbid any injuries happen, but I look for Miami to bring what they gonna bring. They championship pedigree. They looking to bring that, up to Boston. So it's not a walk in the park. It's not like they haven't won on our floor before. They have. They won last year on our floor.
Absolutely.
To force a game 7 for us to have to go down to Miami and close them out. So us having the home field advantage, we know we have to take care of our business. No days off.
No days off.
And another pro that I like is how Al Horford in our practice today. I looked at a video in our practice. He told us, no, we're not having a light practice. Let's tighten this shit. Let's tighten this ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Now my baby girl beside.
I'm gonna say. I mean,
yeah, so
I got you.
But
I can beat you.
Tighten everything up. We got a dog. We got some dogs coming in this building tomorrow. It's not no walk in the park. But I look forward to the matchup to be. It'll be us. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown versus Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Bam is known to come into Boston and put up numbers as well.
He took my notes there. Yeah.
He came in and dropped 30 and 20 on us. He didn't. Last time we went to Miami, he took care of business. So I like the matchup. I see it going 7. I see us coming out 4-3. And being disrespectful as this rivalry is going to be. I'm going to look forward to the physicality of this matchup.
The crowd is definitely going to play a factor because they're going to be insane.
My only con is how the refs are going to call the game.
Yeah,
my only con.
It's going to be I think it's going to be a physical game because both teams is pretty physical. But I think the Celtics is a little crafty. But I'm shutting up, host. Shut up, host. All right, go ahead, Boston. Go ahead, Rock.
No, go ahead, coach. I mean, host. I was done. That's why I put my mic on mute. I was done.
Okay, I think it's gonna be a little physical. But Boston is a little craftier. But man, they say the G League they want to, man, but the Miami Heat, boy, they like gnats. Hell away. You know, they're a good team. They're a good team. Mr. President.
Man, this is the series I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest with you, because it's gonna have that shooting from Tatum and Brown, and it's also gonna have that old school back to the basket physicality that host and old school fans like. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yes,
I can't wait to see Bam versus Robert Williams and them boys. But I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I'm gonna tell you one thing. The key to the series for me that I'm looking forward to the most. You know me, man. I love supporting my fellow alumni from Oklahoma State. So I'm looking at Marcus Smart. I need you to play up to your name, my man. You can't be taking no bad shots, getting no bad fouls. Just be a facilitator. Take the open shots when they're there for you, but please don't be doing nothing stupid with the ball. The last thing you want to do is give Miami any extra possessions during the extra time with the ball, because that'll come back to bite you, as they've seen in the past. So I need Marcus Smart to live up to his name and represent us. Marcus is right.
It's funny, Mark. I agree with you. I think Marcus Smart was going to be an X factor. He's going to be going up against Carlisle. That's going to be good. Both defensive guys. Yeah, Marcus Smart is going to be. One thing about Marcus Smart,
both stoppers.
Yeah, there you go.
Oklahoma State slander will not be tolerated, sir.
They are floppers. Floppers.
Marcus Smart do be flopping though.
He be flopping hard, bro. He's like the modern day Ginobili.
I tell you what, flopping, bro. He a good play to bet on prize picks, though. I tell you, Marcus Smart. I love him.
Yeah, last year he ate. You know what I'm saying? So, but if Marcus Smart, he's the X factor. If Marcus, and I like about Marcus Smart, he's a leader. He's a leader. He's a good quarterback of that team. If he's on, Miami might be in the world trouble. They might be in the world trouble. So I agree with Mr. President on that, representing the Pokes.
Yes, sir. Go Pokes, baby.
The Pokes. Come on with the street.
All right, host. I got my 4 pillars to victory. You know what I mean? I got 4 pillars. Coaching.
Let's hit it.
Coaching, offense, defensive, and then intangibles. So when I go break it down, the coaching, I'm gonna give the edge to Miami. I'm gonna give that edge to championship coach Eric Spoelstra. When it comes down to the offense, I just gotta go with I gotta go with Boston, man. I think they got more weapons. Marcus Smart, that White, he just hit big shots. I just like Boston offensively. Defensively, man, it's tough, but I'm gonna give the edge to Boston defensively also. I think they 2 wing defenders with Brown and Tatum. I think they're great wing defenders, and then you throw in Smart. I just think they're a tough defensive team. And when it goes to the intangibles, I'm gonna go over to the Miami Heat, just from leadership, from the Jimmy Butler aspect, and just just been there before, toughness, that type of thing. So it evens out the 2-2 host. So when I find the tie, my 4 pillars, I have to give it down to my eye test. And when I give it the eye test host, I gotta go with the Boston Celtics. I just think they can score more easily. When it comes down to those moments when people got to make plays, I think they got Tatum and Brown to break down a defense and make buckets and hit big shots. So I look at this going 6 games. I know I'm going to give the edge to Boston in this 4-2. I just think they got too much offensive firepower. As long as they don't implode and just Tatum had one to go back into one of those slumps, I think they'll be okay.
Well said, Street. Well, I like that breakdown. Street, you trying to audition for ESPN on me, bro?
No, sir.
You leaving me, bro? I like that. I like that breakdown.
Countdown next year.
That's a fact, bro. He was spot on. He's spot on that one. I like that breakdown. That was really, really good. And he was pretty much spot on that. Philly G said, well, Lowry went to Nova.
Yeah.
Tariq Taylor. Miami's style of play will make Marcus Smart play hard and better, but also screw up. That's what Milwaukee did. Milwaukee did the same thing. Miami has someone to hold. It's Horford, and we will see the best out of Jimmy and Tatum. That's going to be good. That's going to be a classic. Jimmy and Tatum, and up to all the guards for both teams. I agree with Tariq there. It's kind of the same thing what Street was saying. But he gave the edge to Boston. And Boston is just, man, I'm going to leave it be. Rock is humble. Rock is a humble guy. He got a lot of humble pie up there. You can see crust coming out.
You gotta stay humble. You gotta stay humble because it's.
But man, anything can happen. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Miami is a team that can get you just like that. Yeah. They can get you. What you say, Street? I
said unless Spoelstra can whip up something to outcoach the young coach. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe that's the way.
Yeah. Yeah. And to go with that coaching. Yes, Spoelstra is very, very experienced and a very, very good coach. But man, I got to give it to Boston's coach too, man. That guy, man, he really with the stuff that he went through, with Udoka and everything, man. But he kept them together. No doubt. He's doing a fabulous job. Fabulous job with the Celtics. Even though they got a squad, but he kept them together. Rob Williams is in the building. Rob Wills in the building. Series going 7 and Miami wins because of coaching. Here we go with that coaching again.
He's definitely not Time Lord. He's definitely not Time Lord.
He is on with the coaching. So Joe, I don't understand how Miami is winning games with just Jimmy.
Coaching.
Y'all want to break that down real quick? Coaching? Yeah.
I think it's coaching, man.
It's coaching.
A lot of people say the same thing.
Shot making ability from Vincent. The other guys too. Like Vincent.
They got love.
Yeah, Vincent is
Bam being aggressive on the offensive rebounding and the defensive rebounding.
Said Russell Wilson, Mark.
The basketball court. As long as you got 2 dogs on the basketball court and you got role players, man, you gonna be in it. You can be in these games. And you got good coaching. You can be in these games, man. They got 2 dogs. Got good shooting. Excellent coaching, good culture. They're going to be in all these games, man.
Professor Street is what you've been called. Professor Street, man, you broke that thing down. All right, champ. What you think, champ?
Yeah, y'all ain't leave much on the plate for me, man.
But, I know, man.
But I got to agree with Philly G to a certain extent, man. I think Rock's being a little too humble, man. I just think they're too deep. Just when you think that they're, 6-7 players, here comes 2 guys who hadn't played since game 1, to come out and make a difference. Like, other than their 5, man, you go Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White, Grant Williams, Peyton Pritchard. All 4 of those guys can go. They even put Peyton in the game 7. No, I think it was game 6 just to be energy off the bench. You know what I mean? And granted, it didn't make too much of a difference, but those are the type of guys they still have in their bag to go to. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's going to be a long series. I think it'd be 5 or 6, honestly. I think Miami may eventually run out of gas, man. I think Jimmy, that infamous picture of Jimmy bent down on the scores table, I think we're gonna see that again. I think he's gonna have to give everything he's got to will these guys, to 4 wins. You know what I mean? I think they can win a game or 2. I don't think they're gonna beat Boston 4 times. As you can see, with me rooting for my Sixers, we could have ended it in 6. But those dudes don't go away quietly. They've been into the conference finals. I think it's 5 times in the last 7 years. T-Rock, yeah, it's the reason that those young bucks are able to do that. 5 times the last 7 years, just coming off of a finals run. Where Tatum didn't play well. You know what I mean? He didn't play well in that finals. And me personally, I gave him that one. I think we expect so much from guys so young. We expect them to just come out and give you 35 on the biggest stage, and sometimes that's just not how it goes, So I think given this year to be able to grow some more and become the player that he is, and being able to go for 51-13 on 28 shots, it's hard to beat. You know what I mean?
It's hard to beat, bro.
I'm going with Boston. You can't beat them, join them. So I'm gonna run behind their bandwagon right now, you know, and take them in this next series on depth. I think that, you know, with those injuries to Tyler Hero and to Victor Oladipo really are gonna show this series because they don't have as many bodies to put on the floor as Boston does, and I think that's gonna come to hurt them. And you know, as good of a coach as Spo is, he can't, you know, he only got so many timeouts that he can call. There's only so many, you know, TV timeouts to keep these guys, you know, fresh. So I'm gonna roll with Boston.
I love this panel. Y'all. That's how you do it. Man, that was broken down as well. That was great. Boston is just.
I really think I'm being too humble, yo.
I do.
Yeah, you too humble, bro.
Hey,
I'll be on here like, yeah, mother.
But that's also who Rock is, and also the Boston Celtic way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Celtic.
I can't celebrate until it's full. Until it's.
I got you.
So that Larry O'Brien is.
Larry O'Brien, I feel you. Number 18.
You can't celebrate. I mean, we get to the conference finals and it happens.
Yeah,
you know, like we're not celebrating the conference finals victory. It's about banner number 18. So I have to stay humble to see it through.
No, don't let this man fool y'all, bro. There is nothing humble about T-Rock. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Every time I talk to this man, I gotta be reminded about Gardner Minshew in the Coliseum. I ain't trying to hear none of that. There's nothing humble about that man, yo.
Get out of here.
Something leads me to believe you start most of those, Mark. I don't know what it is.
Bro. We ain't talking about me right now, dog.
He's a heel, bro.
We ain't talking about me right now, right?
That is crazy, man. He's a heel. Billy G said they will light your butt up if you let them, bro. Celtics in 5. Tatum goes out tomorrow. Yeah, Tatum hot, man. I think he's gonna continue that high hand. Hey, but what I was talking to Q Dog, and Q made a good point. You know, in both series, that game 1 is the one. You do not want to get stolen on that game 1, because as we can see this year, I'm just gonna be real with it, because you know this is Real Sports Podcast. You lose that game 1, they're gonna snatch your nuts right up on you. They're gonna snatch them. You lose that game 1, you're in world trouble. But I think that the Celtics,
unless you Bron.
Yeah.
Bron known for losing game 1s.
Yeah, but look at right now though. I mean,
but not this year, not this year. Yes.
I think that's the beautiful. We'll get into LeBron in a second, but
we go. The
beautiful thing about Bron is the way he's been able to lead this team. I'm gonna leave it.
Absolutely. Miss Rock. Shout out to Miss Rock. Shout out to her. Happy late Mother's Day to you, Miss Rock. I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick before we go west. She said, "Bro, getting old though." Yeah, I am too.
I ain't lying about that. I am too.
Yeah, too, bro. Yeah, bro, you get old. You got old Frederick Douglass gray hair out there. But I want to ask y'all a question before we go west. Actually, it's 2. Y'all can break this down real quick. I was thinking, okay, the Heat, they beat the Knicks, right? So, and shout out to the New York Knicks for getting this far. What does the Knicks have to do in the offseason to get back to where they are? What's your thoughts on that?
Get rid of Julius Randle and RJ Barrett and get Jalen Brunson some real help.
You took the words right.
I don't think it's that hard. I mean, I don't think Julius's play is going to lead to winning basketball. RJ is good, but he's not good enough to put them over the hump. Jalen Brunson single-handedly carried those guys to the 2 wins that they got.
Yeah,
he needs more help. I mean, yeah, I think it's that simple. Go get some guys that's really gonna help him. But Other than that, I think it's got to start with getting Julius out of town.
What would be a good landing spot for him, Deuce?
I don't know, man.
You can really shop. You can really shop him around.
I think if you pair them together, you really get some capital for it. With RJ being a young guy and still being able to, he's still on the edge. Like I'm not ready to count him as a bust or anything like that. I don't think that's fair to say.
Right.
I also don't know if he can make that step to being a star either. I'm not even gonna say it. I'll say an all-star caliber player. I don't know if he got that in him either. So I think, you package those two guys up and maybe get another star in. But to me, it seemed like Obi had more, had better minutes at times than Julius did. And it seemed that the team kind of rallied around those other guys more than they did
and quickly.
Julius. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So I just, for that reason, I think it's got to start with those two dudes. And, obviously build around Jalen, build around Jalen. Pay him some more money because he's playing better than what you're paying him, so and try to work around him.
Okay. He took work right around. Yeah, go ahead.
I got some. What do you think if they trade
Julius? That free agent. Huh?
What do you think if they trade Julius Randle for Mikal Bridges? Send Julius to Brooklyn.
They ain't gonna do that.
I still don't think it's enough.
I don't think Brooklyn gonna let Bridges go. I mean, that's their dog right now.
Hell no, man. I disagree with Deuce.
They got Josh Hart down there. I mean, I'm just saying to build some familiarity with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. I just don't know if it's enough.
But host,
it's a good start though. I'll give you that.
What you say, Street?
I disagree with. I agree with letting the other, but I don't agree with letting Julius Randle go. Before Julius Randle got hurt before the playoffs, he was one of the main reasons that they was making the run that they was making. I mean, he was balling, but he had the ankle injury, man, and since then he was never the same after that. So I think he was playing hurt all the series. He just didn't have the lift. He didn't have a shot. I don't see why you should trade him. I think you need to trade Barrett. Barrett is not a 3-and-D guy. He doesn't spread the court. When he's out there, he does no good. Randall's already, shoots a lot of threes as is. And I think, bringing the kid over from Dallas, it took the ball out of Julius Randle's hand a lot. But even saying that, they still play well enough to make the playoffs this year. And a big chunk of that was because of Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Back.
So who's that trade Barrett for?
The problem I have with what
he can't shoot, man. He cannot shoot that three ball.
What I'm saying, but him, he's still on his rookie. He's still on his rookie contract, right?
I don't like Tibbs. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of Tibbs. He just sit over there and frown up all the time. He always he just irks me, man. I just don't. I know he's a good defensive coach, but offensively, man, I think they need a more offensive-minded coach, I think.
Yeah, Tibbs, all he do is he'll never smile.
He averages 17 and
he don't make good in-game adjustments.
He averages 17 and 9 in the playoff streak. That ain't enough.
Nah.
That ain't enough for a guy who was supposed to be the number one option. That
but
ain't
going into this playoffs, he was playing really, really well, man.
Yeah, so was James Harden. He was playing very well going into the playoffs. I need you to play well and win me 16 games. And I don't believe that. I don't believe Julius is a guy that's going to help me win those 16 games.
I think he can be part of it. I don't think he can be the best player on your team if you're going to win a championship. I don't think that. So I don't think
that means he's trade bait.
You trade bait. Exactly.
If you're not going to be the number one,
get him out of there. You can get something for him. Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, you got to have more than one. I mean, who are you going to bring in? If you're going to replace him, who are you going to bring in?
That's the problem. I ain't figured that point out yet.
So I think with him, I think he was more of the reason you got into the playoffs this year than he wasn't that you didn't. And he got a reason why he didn't play good, man. He had a bad ankle, man. He twisted his ankle really bad.
And I think he took an elbow to the eye too. I think
Harden
was swole up.
Have no reason. Harden just always chokes up in these big games. So
you ain't wrong when you're right.
No, you're absolutely right about that.
You ain't wrong when you're right.
Yeah. Seen Harden choke against the San Antonio Spurs. Good God.
He just falls apart.
That's
How you a starting guard in the league? I mean, starting 2 guard and only get 9 points in a closeout game, bro.
This is the biggest.
I can get 9 points. Bro. I can get 9 points, especially if I'm gonna get all the shots that he can take. He can take as many shots.
What? You talking about Jalen? You talking about Jalen Bronson?
No, I was ranting about Harden. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jalen Harden. You went Philly on me, but I get what you're saying. A former MVP, scoring champion, all that. I feel you.
And you only give me 9.
That's why I said, before the show. That's why I said before the show that Jason Tatum with that display what he did in Game 7. That's what a dog do. He closes you out. He put the foot on your throat, just like Kobe Bryant used to do.
Yeah, man.
He gonna close you out. He put the team on. All right, forget this, y'all. Give me the ball. Let me go ahead and bury these guys. And that's what Tatum did.
Yeah, because even in Game 6, he closed it. I mean,
I think
it was a 15-point, 16-point fourth quarter.
Yeah.
When the dude had 3 points through the first 3, that's being a ball player. That's being this still my team. I appreciate y'all for helping me get here. But swing that mug this way, and I'm gonna close it.
Swing it this way. That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do
close it out. It's something I expected. That's what I expected our MVP to do, and we didn't get that. And I'm a little pissed off about that.
I understand it because I understand it's not in his nature though.
I don't never want nobody compare him to Shaq ever in life. Okay.
Oh hell
never.
No. Oh hell no. Nobody knows be Shaq.
Put a performance up like that.
No. You can't never. No. I don't. And Jay, go back to
host. I'm with you, host. He shoot too many damn jumpers, host.
He shoot too many jumpers.
Too many dribbling. Too many Euro steps. Get your big ass.
Get in the damn hole. Yeah, I agree with you. He can't shoot.
We got left out.
He can't shoot. I'm gonna tell you about Jalen Bronson real quick. Jalen Bronson he's a great scorer and he's a great addition to the Knicks and their dog, and they're gonna invest in him and they're gonna build around him, but he is not enough.
No,
I don't think he's that guy that's gonna do what Tatum just did. I don't think he's the guy for New York. Now he's a guy that's gonna work with that dog. Okay. He's a piece that can work with the dog, but I don't think he is the dog.
He can't be Julius Randle.
He can't be Batman.
Jalen Bronson. No, I don't think he can be Batman.
Just Robin. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think a Robin guy.
I don't think he's.
I don't know.
He's the best player.
Bronson, Batman in Gotham.
He Batman right now.
He's Batman right now. He got no choice.
Think about
because his Robin is suck.
His Robin's Nightwing. That's what.
Hey man, don't put no shade on the name of Nightwing, man. That's one of the best characters.
Oh, don't get Mark started now.
We're not putting shade on it. It was just like
don't get Mark started.
Yeah.
He's not a young pup. No, his second is 9. He's grown. He's Grayson now.
Word. Speaking of Mr. President, go ahead, Mr. President. You better get in this for these dogs to have this food.
For the Knicks, I mean, it's simple. You know what I mean? You already know where I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
I'm calling up Mitch Kupchak, general manager of the Charlotte Hornets. Mitch, if you send me Gordon Hayward and we do a sign and trade with Miles Bridges, I'll give you Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. Not Jalen Brunson, my fault. What's his name? RJ Barrett. Yeah. That gets 2 bad contracts off of Charlotte's books, and also
he's sneaky as hell, boy.
If Gordon can stay healthy, that's another consistent scoring option for the Knicks. We get out of the Miles Bridges situation and give him a fresh start somewhere else, and then in turn we get a running mate for LaMelo Ball to try to help us get to where we need to go. It's a win-win for everybody.
But I like that. It's a win for Charlotte.
Yeah,
it's a win for New York too. If they really are that if they're that fed up with Julius, you're getting Gordon Hayward in return, which is points, is scoring, mid-range, 3-point, whatever you want.
You're putting
a Band-Aid
on a bullet wound if you're doing that. That ain't fixing
Gordon
nothing.
Hayward ain't.
Hell no.
Gordon Hayward Really?
Mark,
Mark, there's a reason he's the first name to come to mind for you to get rid of. It's the reason you thought, who can I get rid of to get
Mark is a hustler, bro. Mark is
Gordon Hayward. Come on, man. Bro.
Hey, man. I'm trying to do what I can for my team, bro.
But Mark, seriously, Mark, that would be good for the Hornets. I would love.
Man, got a little bit of Danny Ainge in him, don't he?
Hey, bro, I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
He rolled the dice, boy. He rolled the dice on that. But
I wouldn't answer the phone if Mark called.
No, you ain't lying, bro. Mark is a hustler, bro. Mark is a straight hustler. Can Bronson really win a chip being Batman, though?
No.
It depends on who his Robin is.
I'm trying to think of who, other than Curry, like who's the point guard under 6 feet or that has led a team. Like I ain't talking about back to Isaiah days. Recently, in recent time, has led the team. You know what I mean? Was the best.
I mean, it got to be AI. That's the only name.
Yeah.
Outside of Steph.
Only guy that small, that size.
That's over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Chris Paul in his younger when he went to New Orleans.
Very often though.
Wasn't the guy when he got to a finals.
Yeah.
At least
he wasn't the guy when he got to fit.
Yeah.
AI pulled them dudes with him.
Cold feet. Yeah. Facts. He did.
A small point guard to be the best player, and you get to.
Eric Snow was creeping up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of Eric Snow, a little bit of Aaron McKee, a little bit. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Deuce. Perfect point. Yeah. Perfect point whatsoever.
Yeah, y'all only have to shoot it down like
Gordon
that.
Hayward.
Hey, look, bro. He didn't play that much this year. He rested, finally healthy again. He can put up some points for you, man.
I'm trying to get
more consistent points coming off the bench.
Mark, why didn't he play much this year, Mark?
I mean,
because he
was trash.
I got to tell you because he sucked.
He was
hurt.
Hey, man. I'm just trying to help my team. You know what I mean?
You did help him big time. you put them like in a 6 seed immediately with
I'll say this. You need to go apply for a job in Charlotte. I'll tell you that.
Facts.
Hey, man, I'll trade Miles Bridges and Gordon Hayward for Zion Williamson if I got to, man.
No.
I need something, bro. I'm desperate. I'm getting desperate.
We don't want nobody sitting chilling in the jury and stuff.
I mean, Gordon Hayward hurt just as much as Zion, so that's a fair trade by itself.
Yeah, but when Gordon Hayward's on the court, it doesn't guarantee you anything.
Gordon can put the ball in the basket now.
Numbers say when Zion Williamson is on the court, the Pels are much better than when he is not. He guarantees.
And
it's the same thing with the Hornets. When we got Gordon Hayward on the floor, we a much better team.
If Zion
it's a win-win, bro. It's a win-win.
But if Zion was playing, Smoothie King would be sold out.
Mark, you got to let somebody else,
bro. How young is Zion compared to Gordon Hayward? Gordon Hayward by like.
I mean, like Aaliyah said, bro. Like Aaliyah said,
you had Gordon Hayward, Rock. You had Gordon, Rock. You had him already.
I mean, age ain't nothing but a number. Just like Aaliyah said. It's all good.
It's true. It is a number.
Broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Think about all the time he's missed. Chronologically, he ain't T-Rock's age. You know what I mean? He might be that way on the birth certificate, but his body.
You talking about Gordon Hayward?
Yeah.
His body is probably worse than what it is.
Surgery to his ankle, and
I mean
everything like that.
So what? He got a few bolts and screws, man. I mean, he is cyborg.
I just think he got to.
He go with this Marvel stuff again.
But y'all chose to sign him, though.
I'm trying to sell. I'm a salesman right now.
He left Boston in free agency, didn't he?
I'm a used car salesman.
Or did we trade him?
No, you a lemon salesman. It ain't a used car. That's a lemon. That's what that is.
Y'all made a bad investment.
I try to sell you on the Raiders every time I see you. Of course, I'm a lemon salesman right now, bro.
Man. Jesus Christ.
Y'all ready to go west? Let's go west. Let's stay out of the east because Marcus over there rolling dice and making shady contracts. Damn.
He's a Birdman, the Birdman of the Real Sports.
Word, like
hey, when you see all them hits and millions, Birdman guy, don't you?
Yeah,
it worked for him. Huh?
They come to Repo Man. That's an underjoke back in the day. All right, man. Tonight's game at 8:30. Matter of fact, coming up very soon. in a few minutes. We have the Los Angeles Lakers. They are going to Ball Arena to take on the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets. Tariq Taylor says shady aftermath. That is a fact right there, boy. Mark is a straight heel. But the Lakers versus the Nuggets, man. Very, very, very interesting. I think will be the best series out of the two. And I am going to start with Deuce, who's a LeBron fan. Got the LBJ6 hanging up in the background. So what do you think about the Lakers? Your predictions. What do you think about the whole series, the matchups? Just give it to me all what you think on that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be disrespectful and act like the Nuggets aren't who they are and act like Nikola Jokic isn't who he is and they aren't playing very good basketball. So I think it obviously it goes 7. But I think the Lakers do pull it out. I think that this is just a very, very tight-knit team now, man. I just think that the way they're playing for each other and especially on the defensive end of the floor, because we talk about Anthony Davis only playing in odd number games, but one thing he's done each and every night through this entire playoffs is play on the defensive end of the floor.
Absolutely.
He's a shot blocker. He's altered shots. He held Steph on a very, very big possession and made him shoot that jumper a lot higher than what he wanted to. And I think it was 2 shots. I think they got an offensive rebound because he's over at the 3-point line, and we didn't have anybody else to rebound. I think he ended up getting a stop on that shot too. So I just think the Lakers are just ready, man. I think they're rolling right now. I think we're gonna have a repeat of what happened in 2020 in the bubble. I'm looking for a big series from AD defensively. Because I honestly think, I think we can score with these dudes, to be honest with you. I think that Anthony Davis has to come and hold Jokic. I mean, and from when he steps on the floor to go tip off, he go to the bench, you need to walk with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to find a way to slow this dude down. And obviously there's no stopping Jokic. I heard Draymond say you got one option. You can either stop him from passing or you can stop him from scoring. And
absolutely,
stopping him from passing is a lot easier. So, if you try to limit those assists where he has I think 6 assists is a slow night for him, compared to 12, 13 that he can put up on any given night. I think those are wins, and especially when those assists come to guys like Bruce Brown running to the basket and getting easy layups, lobs to Aaron Gordon because they're one of the best scoring duos and assist scoring with him. Obviously, Jamal Murray to Jokic to Aaron Gordon as well. That big on big pick and roll that they like to run and throw lobs to AG and stuff like that. But I think the Lakers are built to play them defensively. I think they're big with Jared Vanderbilt, who I think is coming off the bench tonight because it said Dennis Schroeder is going to slide into the starting lineup, and I think that's to hold Jamal. I think that after coming off the last series, the way he held Steph was phenomenal. The way he competed and talked to Draymond was phenomenal. I just think those guys are in a rhythm right now, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But I truly believe the way the Lakers are playing behind Anthony Davis first being the catalyst and the head of the snake, and LeBron being right there behind him and pacing himself and knowing when to go get his buckets, I think the Lakers pull us out in 7. I think it's going to be a great series.
Word. I think so too. I'm going to ask you a question in just a second, Deuce. Wild Real said, just saying Joker is a dog and AD is a dog, but Joker can slow AD down, but AD might alter a few of Joker. That's very true.
I agree. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough cover for him. But I think Aaron Gordon might get a little bit more of that AD matchup, especially when guys like Vando on the floor who can't really shoot the ball well. You can stick Jokic over there and kind of play on the box and alter a couple shots that way. But I agree, it's going to be a tough cover for Jokic to hold AD.
Big time. Drunk.
What's happening, man?
Drunk is in the building. My main man, Drunk over there in the Mo. Drunk said Nuggets in 5. This the Lakers reality check. Wow, Thus said the drunk. Thus said the drunk. Drunk is in the building. You know, now I'm complete now. This is gonna be a show now. Drunk is up in here. All right, man. Let me ask you real quick, Deuce. I want to ask you, is Hachimura X Factor again?
Rui. Yeah, man. I think Rui lost some minutes last series.
Hitting Jim.
Yeah. He lost some minutes just because he couldn't defend that pick and roll, and that's not his fault. Not many people can. That pick and roll has been killing people for years, for the last decade now, But I think he comes in a series where he can match up defensively a lot better, and he's another shooter. You know what I mean? He can sit out there on the 3-point line and hit contested threes, and a lot of those threes are more psychological than anything. It's like we played this great defense on LeBron and kicks it across court to who?
Big three.
To Rui. And he knocks down that three, and you just, kind of have to go back down with your head down and take it as what it is.
He kicked the nuts on his three.
I think Dennis, I think Austin Reeves, those guys, and obviously D'Lo. When D'Lo plays well, I mean, we run people out the gym when D'Lo's playing well, when he's aggressive and scoring the ball. So if those guys come to play, it's going to be a great series. But they're deep too. They have a nice bench. Bruce Brown and guys like that. They yeah. I mean, Bruce is great. He's always
great,
even in Brooklyn. So
yeah, me too. I liked him. I definitely liked him in Brooklyn. He really held that team together when they.
He's a glue guy. That's exactly what he is.
Kyrie was out. It's a glue all day long. Rod Will said the Warriors are real when they win, but sorry when they lose. Crazy. Drunk. Money Williams got fired justly. Yeah, very true. He did. Yeah, boy. I think we have time. We're trying to touch on that Saturday. Justly.
Fired his ass too, coach. Gotta go.
So what you think, Hope? Oh, say I call you Hope. Street. The Nuggets, Lakers. What do you think about this series?
Four pillars.
There you go. All right, I'm ready to hear this.
It's gonna be a push on the coaching. You know what I mean? I think Malone, he's been in a couple of conference finals, even though Darvin Ham was part of a championship run and won a championship. He wasn't the head coach. So I'm going to give it a push there. Offensively, I'm going to give the edge to Denver, man. They've been the best, one of the best offensive teams in the league. They're second in scoring, third in offensive efficiency this year. So they're just a good offensive squad. Defensively, I'm going to go with the Lakers. Top 10 in defense. The Nuggets are literally middle of the pack. They're 15th in defense. So just a middle of the pack defensive team. So I'm going to give the edge to the Lakers in that. And when it comes down to the intangibles, man, I don't even think it's close. You know, you got LeBron, just a seasoned vet, been there, AD, a champion. Even that, like I said, the head coach got a little championship experience. So I'm going to give the intangibles to the Lakers. When I break it down, the Lakers get 3-2 on the pillar chart. So I'm going to go with those Lakers to win in 6. I just don't think that Denver I think it's going to be a tough matchup for Denver, man. I really do. I think the Lakers are performing defensively, and I don't think you can beat the Lakers with just with an inside presence like Yoke, you know, because they have an inside presence that I think will match up and make it difficult for Yoke. On the wings, I like the Laker wings better than I do Denver's. I think Jamal Murray. I like that matchup with the point guard for the Lakers. His name is slipping me right now. I like him D'ing up Murray. I like LeBron stepping in D'ing up Murray. If they can keep Murray in check, I don't think Jokic can just beat them by himself.
Absolutely.
I think they target Murray more than they target Yoke. And I play Hachimura. How you pronounce his name?
Hachimura.
I play him more this series than Vanderbilt because I want to get Aaron Gordon away from the basket on offense so we can offensive rebound.
Yes.
So I'm going to bring Hachimura in and spread the court a little bit. Vando is just kind of thread out there. And therefore, everybody has to defend somebody. You can't leave nobody. You can't lag off anybody if he gets more minutes than Vando. So I'm going to go that way. I'm going with the Lakers in 6. LeBron James moving on for his 12th championship run again. So let's go.
That's impressive, too. Jesus, he's been a lot of times. He's been a lot of times. Drew to the game is in the building. The power of positivity is upon us. Drew to the game. What's up, fellas? It's going to be an interesting series for sure. Yes, sir. It is. This is going to be the best one. Don't be the best one. Drunk said Jaguars mentioned Mike Malone. One thing for sure, if Mike Malone lose this series, he's fired. Jaguars.
No, I don't.
Jaguars.
You mean the Nuggets?
Spell check might have got him.
Yeah, probably got him. If Mike Malone loses the series, he's fired for sure.
No,
I don't know. I won't put it past, bro.
You want to say no, but this is the NBA, so
yeah, I was saying I don't put it past it, man. He might get fired.
But why not though? I've seen a guy who won a championship. I've seen two guys who've won championships get fired this year.
Talk about it.
Seen a guy who got to the finals this year, but the guy who hasn't made an NBA finals, we're not ready to fire.
Facts.
That don't make sense.
Because last couple years he was without two of his best players. His second best player had an ACL injury. His other player was out with a back injury. So this is the first year that they've really been fully loaded, and they're in the conference finals. So I think you give them a little more rope. You see what they do this. It depends on how they go out. Now if they get swept, okay. Well, if they take them 7 games and lose to LeBron and AD championship team, I don't think you get rid of them then, especially with them being just 1 year removed from Murray's ACL injury.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But it's the NBA. So
I agree with what Street's saying as far as the philosophy and the principle of it. But what I've seen from the NBA and how they're handling coaches, if those guys deserve to go, Mike Malone is in that same boat. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying Mike deserved to go, man. He got blown out in 2 games. Got blown off the floor, man. 30-point losses 2 years in a row. You got to go. You got to go, man. You got to go. You know, Doc Rivers, he been living off that championship. How long ago was that, T-Rock?
2008.
08.
2008.
He still been living off that championship, man. He losing final game 7 after game 7 after game 7. He got to go, too. I got rid of his ass.
Ooh, Street said get the hell out of here.
The last time he coached in the NBA Finals was 2010 when we lost Game 7 of Kobe. Kobe had his worst games in the final.
He always losing games. He can't come out and losing these game 7s like this.
Remember Rockstar Rock. Yeah, Rockstar Rock. I met both at the same time. I got a few months. You good, bro? You good, bro? You good, drunk? You good, bro? You are good. Mr. President, what you think about this series, sir?
Oh man, my heart beating out of my chest. I gotta come back down to earth.
Street. CPR.
Hey,
but no, real talk. What I just described is what the Lakers are going to be going through here in the series. Is we talk about it a lot during football, but it's true in basketball as well. That mile high above sea level is something mean, and it's going to attack your lungs and make it difficult for you to get oxygen down to your extremities and your muscles. So I'm really looking at game 1 to see how AD handles it specifically. You know, his injury history and how he gets down. I want to see if his body can hold up playing in that mile high altitude. But outside of that, I'm really looking forward personally just to seeing Jamal Murray in this series. I'm a big fan of his. I was heartbroken when he got hurt, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. So I think, the X factor going into it is going to be, can AD handle that mile high altitude with his breathing, and can also the other big men on the Lakers handle it? Denver, they play in it all the time. They practice in it, they're used to it. Can the Lakers adjust and meet them there with it? So those are my X factors. But if I had to make a pick for the series right now, gosh, it's hard. It's really hard to disrespect the number 1 seed. So like my basketball mind is cheering for Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray and the Joker. But my heart really want to see LeBron win another championship to further cement his status as the greatest basketball player of all time. So, golly, I guess I got to go with my heart. I'm going with LeBron in 7.
7?
Yeah, I'm going to go Lakers in 7.
It's a good series. It's a good series, man. I'm glad everybody's saying 7. Some people say 6. 6 is good, too. But I'll definitely say 7. Street says 6. John said this series is all about Jamal Murray. If he doesn't play like an all-star, Nuggets going to have a tough time. It's very true.
There you go. That's why
he's the X factor for Denver. I agree with Drunk. Rockstar Rock.
Well,
Spurs, bro. Spurs got no way.
No.
They gonna get that tall man.
Victor.
7'4" younger.
Victor.
What do you think about
so
him?
I ain't even mad at it.
I'm be honest.
Help is coming, LaMelo. Help is coming, bro. Let's go.
You might get lucky though, Mark. You might get Scoop.
I don't care who we get, bro. As long as I get a baller, I'm good, man. I'm desperate.
It don't matter if we get number 1, -0. It don't matter. We still gonna suck.
So if you want to give up number 1 and let us go first, I mean, by all means. So
they made me think of
the floor is yours, brother.
I mean, you want Miles Bridges, you want Gordon Hayward. I'll even give you Scary Terry for the number 1 pick, man.
Don't nobody want no Gordon Hayward.
I don't want Gordon Hayward.
Stop putting his name out there.
Man, you know Michael Jordan going to draft the power forward. You do know that, right?
Michael Jordan selling his ownership.
I can't even live in sports bliss for 5 daggum seconds before my man Street got to bring me back down to reality. Guys,
got you, bro. He just battled.
Come on, bro. You got to remind me, Jordan. Oh.
It's just baby.
Yeah, they just. Hey, but drunk, we need it, bro. But we suck. We suck bad.
Oh, but
7'5" guy?
To answer the topic question.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
With the Lakers and the Nuggets. You know, I'm a Celtics fan, so you know we don't care too much for the Lakers, but you know I would love to see a Lakers Celtics NBA final because Jason Tatum brings out. It's like LeBron James brings out the best in Jason Tatum, and I want to see that. I want to at least get to see that 7 times if I can. You know, during my birthday around that time, the NBA final.
I feel you, bro.
Around my birthday, so that'd be a good birthday gift for myself. But other than that, I see the Lakers handling business in 6 games because they've been tough to beat at the Lake Show in the Crypto Arena. So all they need to do is just get 1 game get 1 game at necessarily in Denver. They don't got to be the first game. They can go in and get game 2 and build that momentum, getting 3 straight. So. I look at him to try to handle business. LeBron's on a mission right now. You know, his son's about to be in the league next, after this season,
one and done.
So, he on a mission. Why not win a ring before my son come in the league? But,
no doubt.
That's my personal opinion on it. But I see the X factor being in this series. Is Anthony? I see the X factor necessarily being like Austin Reeves. He didn't have a big series against the Warriors. He was pretty much like it made him play defense a little bit more in that series because of how fast Klay Thompson was moving around, how fast the pick and roll was. In this series, I see him actually going off like he did against Memphis.
Absolutely,
because the Lakers only got to hone in on 2 guys.
Yes,
Shake. Outside of Aaron Gordon getting lobs and stuff, they can kind of keep him out of the paint a little bit with some of their defenders, But I would say they will have to watch out for Michael Porter Jr. as well. If they let Michael Porter have a good series, then they could change the tide of how the Lakers play the Nuggets, defensively. So
Porter can shoot when he want to.
Yeah,
he's just a young Gordon Hayward.
No,
he's better than Gordon Hayward.
He actually 6'7", and Gordon Hayward is what 6'5".
No shit, Michael Porter like 6'10".
Yeah, Michael Porter like 6'10". My bad. Yeah, Gordon Hayward 6'8" or something.
I'm talking about play styles, man. Come on.
I got you. Due to the game,
he can beat people off the dribble.
With this Lakers series, game to high. It's gonna be high. Back and forth.
I think it's gonna be a high score.
You took under, didn't you? Yeah, I think it'll be high. I think it'll be high. I can see it.
Yeah, the Nuggets gonna have something. They're gonna have to show their crowd something.
It's gonna be egos. A lot of egos in this. And we're going back and forth. But real quick, man, before we get up out of here, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Simple question. I'll start with the Deuce. What's next for Monty Williams, man?
I think Monty deserves another job. I personally don't know where it's going to be. I wouldn't mind seeing him in Philly. Just knowing who he is as a person and who he is as a coach and a motivator and a guy to keep guys together. I wouldn't mind seeing him in that locker room because at times I saw the Sixers go away from being a unit. Like I saw a lot of looking at guys, shaking your head. And, if it wasn't for PJ Tucker being the glue and, kind of not being afraid to challenge Embiid and James and guys like that, I think we would have had an exit a lot earlier than, obviously we played Brooklyn in the first round. But, I think T-Rock and them get us up out of there a little earlier, because a lot of times PJ had to come in there and be like, look, bro, you the MVP. You need to play like one. You need to stop going up here, passing the ball all the time, put somebody in the rim. You supposed to be the guy, and sometimes that's what frustrates me with Joel. And I don't know if Doc is that guy anymore to light that fire under people anymore. And I think that's kind of what happened in Philly is guys just stopped believing that he can get them over the hump. You know what I mean? So I think Monty brings in a fresh new blood, fresh new way of thinking, but still has the morals and still have that kind of, mentality that'll keep those guys together. So I'd like to see Monty in Philly, but
he seemed just as passive as Doc, though, if you ask me.
He's from that coaching tree.
He couldn't motivate the big man out there in Phoenix.
Yeah, but no one's been able to motivate DeAndre. I mean, the only person that they said that could was Kevin Durant. And if you waiting on KD to motivate you, you're gonna be waiting for a while. So
Aiden just another version of Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
he's Ben Simmons, but he played more.
He wants everything that comes with
able to motivate James Harden.
I don't know if James is there regardless. I think a lot of people put a lot of weight on Doc Rivers staying if James is going to be there or not. I don't think they had that bad of a relationship personally. Just in the game 5, he sent James a gospel song, and they were talking about that. And 2 days later, you lose in 7, and now it's James wants to leave because of Monty. I mean, because of Doc. I don't think that's the case. I think James
sending out gospel songs before a game, man. I don't need that type of
it worked. He went for 40 that night.
I need some NWA.
I don't need no gospel music.
All street
NWA, bro.
It worked for Joe Gibbs, man.
Look at drunk say Aiden missing heart. Only the Wiz can get it. If I ever had a heart.
He ain't got no fight in him. He ain't got no fight in him.
He ain't got no fight.
Think about Embiid. Did Embiid show fight in this game 7?
No.
He did not.
Embiid ain't had no lift either.
But this is what I said about Embiid. This is what I said about Embiid. He was playing for an MVP.
We had that conversation, and I said I would come back on this show and eat my words, and I have to, because that's exactly what it looked like. Once he got that MVP, I think that's one of the only reasons he played in game 2, because they announced it the day prior. He got the MVP, and I think that's the only reason he played, because I honestly don't think Joel was 100% either.
No, hell no.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that early because I didn't want to make it seem like it was an excuse. Because at the end of the day, he played 6 of the 7 games, and in game 7, the biggest one of them all. Excuse my French, but he nutted up. He didn't play well. It is what it is.
That Euro step, man. He wouldn't hurt his. Wouldn't tear his knee.
I said it again. Joel is playing for an MVP, but he needs to change that mentality and play for a title.
He didn't play for a title. At paint,
the hell with an MVP. It's not going to do anything for you, bro. You got to get that Larry. You got to get it. I used to like Embiid, but it's in the season.
MVP, man.
But to be fair, facts.
I agree with you, Grump.
Yeah.
I don't get how you can come into the media and say, me and James can't win by ourselves, but James didn't score double-digit points, and Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris have more points than you.
You
don't say that kind of junk. When we beat T-Rock, last time we played them in the regular season, and B went for 50. but we
went from 52.
We almost gave that game up in the last minutes. He got up there and said how we all need to be better. I don't like how you can say we all need to be better after you score 50. But you scored 15, and now it's everybody else's fault. Trying to go back to the drawing board.
That's backwards.
And check yourself. I can't let that one ride, bro. Fan or not. You know, being my favorite player, it always comes with me being your biggest critic too. I've been like that with Bron, been like that with Blake Griffin. That's like just how it's coming with me. You can't be the dude until it's time to be the dude. You can't be Billy Badass until it's time to be Billy Badass.
Time to be the bad. There you go. There you go. That's what I said. The hell with that. That's what I said too.
Reverend Deuce. We got the professional. We got the Reverend.
All that to say, I don't know, but I like to see Monty. And I think that's where that rant
started. To the church.
Dudes, that's right, bro. Oh man. Anybody else, man, with Monty Williams? What do you think, Street, before we get out of here?
Man, I think
it don't matter.
Go and chill a little bit. He need to go think some things over, man. Maybe change up his coaching philosophy a little bit, probably. He got to figure out why he's losing these game sevens and the margin that he's losing. But it's a disconnect somewhere. The most important game of your season, you go out and get blown off the floor by 30 points 2 years in a row.
Jesus.
I just don't get it, man. So it's a disconnect.
I don't get it either, bro.
I think that's a lot to do with his guys too, though. Street. A lot of those guys tapped out other than Book.
I mean, you got KD. KD supposed to be the top player in the league. That people tell me.
KD only played 8 games. Not even that many games with that.
Yes, they tell me.
Develop a philosophy. To know what Monty Williams philosophy.
Any team, he can do all this.
Because in that finals run, Ayton got his heart took then. Ended the series.
Easy.
Giannis took his heart early.
And Brook.
Just a punk, bro.
Man, they not
Brook. Bobby Portis.
I think the way it was. I think them trading all those pieces away, man. Really, I think they got worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they took a step back with trading.
Absolutely. They lost depth and their defensive intensity. Both of those left at once. You can't win like that.
6'9" wings go.
I don't care how much scoring you can do.
You don't let those players go like that. Two young 6'9" wings. Mm-hmm. You just go out there and for an aging 6'9" or 6. What the hell is Kevin Durant? 6'11".
Yeah,
I like drunk. I ain't gonna lie, that's good.
That's good. I'll tell you, man. Drunk be bringing it, bro.
Hey, last time my boy Blake was successful, man, was in Detroit, bro. He was.
Yeah, that's facts.
The last 2 playoff games, he had 40 and 15. So
he might get a ring this year.
He might.
I think our Hornets gonna get Brandon Miller.
He might play in this series against Miami.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah. You need to get on the court, bro.
It's Grant. Grant gonna get most of his minutes though. Y'all gonna bring Grant back on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let T-Rod go host, and I'm gonna close it out.
Okay.
Boy.
All right, Rob. Monty Williams, what you think?
So about can you give me a list of the teams that 5-day coaches? Do you have that right now?
I don't, but Mark can get that real quick.
Oh, Mark, you already know who does.
Oh, Mark. But
let's see. Off the dome, you got Toronto, Philly. Well, obviously Phoenix. Let's see, Detroit, Milwaukee, and yeah, that's it so far. Okay. So just to go over again: Toronto, Phoenix, Philly, Milwaukee, Detroit.
And Detroit.
Yeah, that's it. Because Houston got
Udoka. Yeah.
So it's just Detroit, Milwaukee, Philly, Phoenix, and Toronto without a coach.
And Nick Nurse out there, Budenholzer, Doc, Monty Williams, and who the coach that was for Detroit. I think his name was wasn't that was Dwayne Casey, right?
Dwayne Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Casey coached.
Yeah, I honestly like seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing Monty Williams coach the young Detroit Pistons team, or as it was said in the live chat, coach the Raptors. And I can obviously see Nick Nurse coming to Milwaukee to be a coach for the Bucks.
Hmm.
I like Monty Williams to Detroit. He can get them young guys to play defense, and they got a core of young guys there that is looking for a coach with some type of winning aspirations. Dwayne Casey he wasn't.
It's gonna kill his pedigree a little bit though.
Yeah,
it's gonna kill his. It's gonna kill his pedigree.
You think it's gonna kill his pedigree coaching a young team?
Yeah, because Detroit though they're a bad team.
All they got is a bunch of centers and Cade Cunningham.
I agree with the fit, but it's just gonna take him so long to get out of that cellar of the Eastern Conference. It's gonna take him a while.
I don't know from outside of the top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference, that 8th seed, that 7th, 8th seed really went.
Yeah, it's wide open. I agree.
Yeah, it's wide open. Detroit, I'm not gonna say they can be like how Sacramento was, but Detroit is capable of sneaking into the play-in game.
I give him that.
I don't think it hurt his pedigree because him losing in these game 7s like that already hurt his pedigree.
Well, I say it hurt his pedigree because you're going to a very bad team and you went to the finals 4 years ago, and you won Coach of the Year and you brought a Phoenix Suns team out of the slum. Even though you had Chris Paul or whatever, but I mean, I just think it just what he's done is gonna get kind of like pushed back because he's on a bad Detroit team. It's just kind of like Chauncey Billups is one of he won a championship and known for Mr. Big Shot, but he's
Chris
with
Paul could come with him to Detroit. Well, I think Chris Paul gonna go wherever Monty Williams go.
I'd like to see Devin Booker go up to Toronto with him.
If he go to Toronto, that'll be tough.
Pascal Siakam
and I can't take credit for that. One of my buddies sent me that. He's a big Book fan, but that lineup would be insane with OG and Book and Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and you put whoever you want in that center. So
they would trade Van Fleet or somebody like that.
Yeah, you got to trade Van Fleet.
Devin Booker. No, because he not about to be a free agent, right? So
I'm not sure.
Trade.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up Books.
I didn't see him on the list. I didn't see.
He just re-signed the max contract.
I'm getting Siakam, right? Van Vliet.
Siakam. You get rid of Siakam.
I'm getting Siakam other than Van. Well, I guess. Well, yeah. If you losing Corey Booker, if you losing Book, I want Siakam instead of Van Vliet.
Okay.
These are 2024.
2024.
2022.
So he'll be a free agent
next year. You got one more year. Okay.
Interesting.
Mr. President is on you to close this thing out.
Hey, host, what Skip Bayless say? Now it's my turn.
Now it's my turn.
you should already know where I'm going with this. I put on my hat.
I think I'm
gonna need my man MJ to call up my man Mark Davis and ask him how did he structure John Gruden's contract. They're gonna give Monty Williams that 10-year, $100 million. Get Steve Clifford on up out of there. I don't know why he came back in the first place. Yes, Monty Williams is going to lead LaMelo Ball and the renamed Hornets to the promised land. And we're going to get to them damn playoffs, bro. Come on to Charlotte. We got a nice young core waiting for you. You don't have no problems out of LaMelo. He ain't like his brothers, man. Just come on to Charlotte. We're going to trade Gordon Hayward and all them. And Miles Bridges on up in New York. We're going to have Julius Randle waiting for you. We're going to be good. So just come on to Charlotte and win a championship. But in all seriousness,
you co-sign that?
I would say I like him better than Clifford. I like him better than what we got here now. So, yeah.
Thank you, Street.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, though, like, jokes aside, wouldn't it be awesome in an ideal situation Monty Williams being able to bring his structure, his character, and his discipline in that fatherly like figure, if he was able to take that to Memphis and help turn Memphis around and get John Morant back on the straight and narrow and fix that incredibly toxic culture they got going on there. If anybody can fix that culture, I think Monty Williams can do it. Now, I would personally love to see him go to Memphis, but also because I'm a Hornets fan, come on to Charlotte, bro. I mean,
I would say no to Memphis.
Would you want that job?
But not, hell no. That's a headache.
Would you want that job right now?
Hell no.
The potential of John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. might be enough.
He's a coach, not God.
Yeah, it ain't.
I mean, we can send Deuce to Memphis and he turn him around.
Deuce?
Yeah.
It's gonna be short though. It ain't gonna take long. I promise it ain't gonna take long.
Could you imagine doing something? Oh man, that's crazy.
Okay, y'all just pack up your stuff. I don't know where you're going, but you ain't gonna be here. I can tell you that.
All right, Coach Prime.
Yeah, I'm bringing my luggage with me, and it's Louis.
Never takes the blame. He always puts it on the players. True.
They started.
What you say, Street?
Oh, that's it. They put D'Angelo Russell in the starting lineup tonight, folks.
Oh yeah, we gotta get that game, boy. That game gonna be lit.
Hey, Knicks, consider my offer, bro. If you want something else, we can throw in LiAngelo Ball. That's another point guard for you. Come on now, talk to me.
Ball gotta stay healthy, man.
I said LiAngelo. I said LiAngelo, not LaMelo. I said LiAngelo, the middle brother. You ain't getting rid of LaMelo.
He's a football player. Angelo. He played football. He tried to be in the family business.
Mark just negotiating today, bro. This is a straight negotiator. Oh, Paul Heyman today. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr.
Also, just to talk to Detroit, I think if you're Detroit, I don't know if you go for any of those coaches that are out, but I like what OKC did, go and get a coach from the G League who had been there for a while and brought him up to a young team in OKC. So I think that might be a better route for Denver to look at instead of trying to get a coach who's kind of, he's used to having superstars. Get a guy who knows how to manage, the talent and bring him up and give him a shot.
I agree with that.
OKC do need some help.
It worked in OKC.
Yeah, they was on the fringe of the playoffs this year.
It worked for OKC. They brought in the guy from the G League, and he was phenomenal for them this year. So, I think that might be a new wave.
About to lead my Sixers to the finals in 2K. Love you, my brothers, and I will see y'all soon. Also, if you want some, come get some. Philly G, the NBA tribute champion. He is living it up. Champagne and everything. All right then. You got a little rock right there. The future is in your hands, Rock.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Future shotgun.
AR-15s and everything else it takes. For real. You gotta have that on deck, boy. All right. Really G. Really G. All right, man. You know what I'm gonna say. Shout show for today, man. And you guys know, man, that we are forever grateful for you to be here and watch another episode of Sports to Talk About, man. Please remember, help us reach our goal of 15 thumbs up. 15 is what we need, man. And you first-time subscribers, man, hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Hit that thumbs up for us. Hey, Champ, what you got for us, bro? What you got for us, Champ?
Hey, man. Like Host said, bro, hit that like button, subscribe, tell everybody you can about what's going on over here, bro. It's only going to get better, so you might as well jump on the bandwagon now. Get your seats while we got them.
You better tell them,
It'll be full after a while.
You better tell them.
But we appreciate everybody every week for tuning in, man, and just continuously supporting us. I promise you it doesn't go unnoticed. I know Host does a great job of it, but we see it, man, and we really do appreciate it. So thank y'all.
Oh, words by the Champ. Thank you, Champ. No doubt, baby, no doubt. Y'all heard the Champ. Champ is spoken. He is spoken. All right, man. But again, like the Champ said, man, make sure you guys pull back up on us, man. This Saturday, we will talk about the 2023 NFL schedule. We're going to talk about the schedule for our teams, man. And we even got a regular season. We're going to have a regular season record prediction for our teams as well, man. So if you want to talk or have a debate with the podcast panel, man, all you got to do, man, you are more than welcome to join in the live chat this Saturday, man, and debate with these guys right here. Good luck, because these dudes are some beasts. I'm trying to tell you. So good luck to that, man. So all you have to do is watch us live and comment in the live chat. And I believe this is about the only podcast that really get down with the live chat, I believe. So we innovative here. We the only one that gets down with the live chat. So the live chat always popping. And appreciate Drunk and Philly G, you to the game. Who else in the live chat? Miss Jones.
My boy Rob Will.
Rob Will. Miss Rock. Miss Deuce. Everybody up in the live chat, man. We appreciate everybody up in the live chat, man. No doubt. All the love, man. Again, man, come this upcoming Saturday, man. And also we will have NFL Trivia Showdown. Oh, this is my man here. We have an NFL Trivia Showdown, man, as the red hot Real to Sports NFL Trivia Champion Deuce. He will put his championship belt on the line against Rockstar Rock. Rockstar Rock. We got the Steelers versus the Jaguars. So I want everybody in the live chat and around the world watching, man, to come check us out Saturday at 1:30. We're going to try to get this thing started at 1:30. We're going to try to get this thing started at 1:30, man. Right here on the Real to Sports podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Rockstar Rock versus the champ, Deuce. We're going to get up out of here, man. You know who I am. Mr. President.
Go Colts.
No doubt. Rockstar. My man. Streets.
Peace, people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the champ.
Long live the king. Long live the king.
Bow to the king. Oh, what was it? All hail King Booker. Booker. All right, man. Again, man. 1:30 Saturday, man. We're gonna talk about the NFL schedules. NFL. We're gonna go NFL heavy. NFL schedules, and we will have that trivia showdown. The red hot Deuce against Rockstar Rock. You know how my saying goes, man. Everybody out there in the world that's watching, be safe. Stay safe. We out.